I'm out of breath. I did this whole contraption and I just forget how tall I am because we're just gonna step all the way back here. Pay no mind to my messy bedroom. I'm cleaning it, okay? I'm not a slob, I promise. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I would like to report that in this new year, I have read almost every single day. I've read 4 books so far, almost 5. Isn't that crazy? I am so happy, I'm so excited. I look so extremely pale, but it's wintertime, so it's okay. Hopefully I don't go too crazy with me thinking that my world is infinite now with the non-reading, I don't want to say the S word, that I have been in for the past year. I started 2026 on the right foot. Literally, I made sure that I did that. I think today would be fun to go to Barnes & Noble. I want to get 1 book from each genre that I'm thinking about reading. Now, I don't need nonfiction. I have a lot of nonfiction here, so I will not be getting that. But I want to get 1 book in the fantasy genre. I want to get another book in the fiction genre, and then romance. The Night in the Moth, I think that's what it's called. I've been wanting to get that. I actually did buy it. However, I have a thing where I've said this multiple times. I don't like when authors have paperbacks and then switch to hardbacks. I don't know if it's just a money grab thing, but I don't really like it. However, I've been wanting to read that book from Rachel Gillig for a while now, since it came out. And so when I had bought the hard copy when it first came out, it was beautiful, but I just couldn't see it next to my paperbacks of One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns and know that it was from the same author. One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns are paperback. But I think I just need to accept my fate and just read the hardback. And it's, again, like I said, beautiful. The cover for the second book was released yesterday. So I just, you know what, I need to bite the bullet. I have gift cards also, so I think that's also my motivation. Like, I can just buy it with my gift card. Another one is Bound. I've been wanting to read that, but I think that's also fantasy. So maybe we'll see. I haven't really been liking contemporary romance, so maybe I can make contemporary romance romantasy and then just 1 fantasy, unless they're both romantasy. But I have been stuck in the house for a while because I just don't want to leave. I have no excuse. I can't be like, oh yeah, you know, I was sick, all this stuff. I literally just didn't want to leave the house. The only time that I did leave the house was to see the housemaid. Kind of wish I stayed inside. Anyways, let's go to Barnes & Noble and let's see if they have these books. I haven't been looking out when I go to Barnes & Noble. For some reason, the books that I want, they just don't seem to have. So fingers crossed we find them. And maybe some extras along the way. Who knows? I'm just a girl. Hello. Whoa, brother. Okay. I feel like I look blind. Like with my rearview mirror covering my eyes like that. I feel like, what is it? The Justice Lady that balances stuff? There's so many bumps. Filming and driving is not fun, especially in a small town. Everyone is up in your business. But I just want to say, you can't tell me this is one of the greatest Disney songs from a Disney animated movie ever. Come on! I'm stuck in traffic because people don't know how to merge! Promise I don't have road rage. There's a bunch of fantasies that I've been thinking about getting, so I might strictly just go to the fantasy section. There's also some series that I want to be reading now that I have welcomed myself back to the land of the productive readers. Not that I didn't want to be productive before. Ooh, oranges! I am excited for spring to be coming with all of the fruit. As much as where I live, I literally can't go outside, like I kid you not, without breaking out in hives and rashes on my face, and also my nose running, my eyes itching, my throat closing. But tell me why I just love spring. I love it so much. I love all the flowers that are blooming. It's so beautiful. Everything is still green from all the rain that we have during the winter time. It's literally so beautiful and I love spring so much, but it will kill me. I know I will die from like an allergic reaction to like grass. I accidentally just want to roll down a hill and then I just go into anaphylactic shock and die. What was I talking about before? Anyways, going back to books. I don't know what I was talking about or why I was talking about that, but there are many books that I do want to read, book series in particular. Like right now I'm reading the Edge of Darkness trilogy and I'm on book 3, and you know what, I'm enjoying it. For me personally, I think it was a bit overhyped. I just was kind of disappointed because of the writing style. because I think the storyline is really good. That aspect of it, I didn't know that they were Scottish also, so that was kind of a fun surprise. I also learned that loch is a body of water. Please don't call me stupid. I literally did not know that, and I'm like, oh, is that why it's called the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland? Because they call water a loch. It's like a lake, like a body of water. Anyways, I think the plot is really good. It's intriguing. However, my thing is it's very, very repetitive. And I understand you talk about topics in book 1 and then book 2 happens and you kind of have to briefly touch up on things that happened in book 1. Remind the readers of kind of the important aspects, the bullet points, one would say. One being me. However, it is so redundant. I had to skim in certain parts because I'm like, girl, you already said that. Dude, you literally already said that like 5 times. I also have a big problem in books where it's not just miscommunication, but also just lies. They create so much trauma for themselves that they don't know how to do anything normal now. Like they go with the bad option to do things instead of the good option, that it's like they want to create trauma for themselves. This whole trilogy is just trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. Tell me why the diagnosed psychopath in the storyline is the most sane person in the trilogy. I'm just excited to finish book 3 so I can read Tobias Mitchell's book, which is Psychotic Obsession. It's actually popping at Barnes & Noble right now. It's $4.23. Anyways, that's kind of my thoughts right now of what I've been reading. Just for an update of what I've been reading so far. My first book that I read this year was Mate by Ali Hazelwood, because my first book of last year was Bride by Ali Hazelwood. That was a reread, and I thought nothing would be more fitting for me to read Mate, which is the second book in an interconnected series. I loved Bride. I loved Low. I really, really enjoyed Misery. Mate was better. I think the storyline was way better than Bride. It flowed better. It kept me enticed in the storyline. I read it in less than 24 hours. I was obsessed with what was going on. The back and forth between Cohen and Serena, I really enjoyed. I don't know how Ali Hazelwood does it, but she makes a quirky girl and she makes me like her. Like, I don't like the quirky girl thing. I don't like it. For some reason, it just does it for me. I can withstand the quirky girl. Cohen spoke more than Low, which I enjoyed. There was more dialogue between the two of them. I had just taken an Oregon trip and they were talking a lot about the Oregon coast, so I enjoyed that also. Then I read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and that was a severe letdown. I didn't like that book. I think I gave it 2 stars. I was trying to give it 2.5 stars, but I think I settled... Actually, I don't really know. It's either 2 stars or 2.5 stars. Either way, I don't really like it, and I wouldn't recommend it. It just not good for me, which is really disappointing because I love Ali Hazelwood. I really enjoy her writing. However, it wasn't a favorite of mine. Then I just jumped into the Edge of Darkness trilogy, and like I said, I'm on book 3, almost done. Hopefully I can be done with the next day or so I can read Tobias's, and then I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I'm hoping that it doesn't put me in a slump because the storyline, like I said, is really good. It's just the dialogue is kind of wacko a little bit, written a little bit poorly in certain elements that kind of takes me out of the storyline. But like I said, it emotionally wrecking me. The 3rd book, I've cried like 5 times. So it's pulling some emotion out of me. It has to be a 4-star or above to give me that type of an emotional connection to the characters and what's happening, but I'll keep you updated with that. However, I'm at Barnes & Noble. Like I said, it's busier than I thought it was going to be, so I hate recording in public. I don't know how much I'm going to be recording. I probably won't take my camera in and just like slyly record on my phone, but even then, I hate doing that. I did look at my Goodreads to see exactly what books I wanted to try and nail down for sure. And I forgot that I wanted to read the Kennedy Ryan book, Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I heard that's a really good series and she's a really good author, and I wanted to branch out in different authors. I also kind of want to read Wuthering Heights before the movie comes out. I think it's coming out for, not Thanksgiving, for Valentine's Day. Let's go into Barnes & Noble and see what they have. Guys, okay, pay no mind to that. That's disgusting. I'll censor that. I got 2 bags of books from Barnes & Noble. I've never had that many books before. I like to have self-control, but I said, ooh, I have $5 off because of my book rewards thing. Ooh, I have 2 gift cards. I still had to pay $72. I might return one of them. I'm still going back and forth. I did not check Kindle Unlimited beforehand. I'm like speechless. I literally have never, ever purchased this many books before at Barnes & Noble. I think at most I've purchased 3 or 4. 4 probably. Oh my god, there's a bunch of preteens coming. Now I'm scared. Okay, I'll see you when I get home. Hey guys, we're back at my crib. Just wanted to show you again. Thumbnail. This is insane. Guys, not also me looking at all the books that I still need to read on my shelf. You know what? Let me show you the books that I got because, like I said, there was an overwhelming plethora of books that I wanted to buy. There was a few that I snuck in there that I'm like, I have gift cards, why not? Well, I forgot that my first gift card that I had only had $5 left on it. But 5 plus 5, 10, $5 for the rewards that I have. And then I had like a $40 gift card or $45 gift card. That I forgot was, you know, it was just $45. It's crazy that like $45 gift card is insane, but for Barnes & Noble, you only can get like 2 books from that, maybe 3, which is crazy because $45 is so much. Anyways, like I said, I still spent $72 on books. But it's okay, like I have big girl money and I just have to keep telling myself like, it's okay, I have big girl money, but like, is this what I'm choosing to use my big girl money on? But it's okay, I paid off all my bills, I put everything to savings. So you know what, this is the little leftover that I have. So don't judge me, okay? Because I'm already doing it enough for myself. First and foremost, I do want to say that I wanted to get Dire Bound, but they didn't have it at Barnes & Noble, so I had to run to Target to see if they had it. I haven't been to Target in a really long time. They didn't have like really any books. And the books that they did have were ugly sprayed edges books. Like they had some from the summertime still up, but they did have Dire Bound. I already peeled off the ugly Target sticker. However, I need to figure out how to get this residue off because it's going to drive me insane. I do, however, think I like this color combination better than the Barnes & Noble one. It's more purpley, which I like. Purple pinkish. Fuchsia. Fuchsia? I think that's... Anyways, I'm excited to read this. I've heard many great things about it, and my friend thinks it's all like a scam. She doesn't think that it's actually a good book. Has she read it yet? No. I don't think she believes that it's good, so I'm curious. The one that I'm really excited to read is this one, The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Like I said previously about One Dark Window and Two Twist Crowns, I really enjoyed that duology. And I had first bought this, which I thought it was sprayed edges. I may be just tripping, but I thought this was with sprayed edges. I'm glad that it doesn't have sprayed edges, but now I'm nervous that when the hardback comes out, like when the new release comes out, that one's gonna have sprayed edges, so then I'm just gonna have to wait again until it doesn't have sprayed edges. I'm so confused. I'm not sure. Like it's a gorgeous hardback. Like it's really beautiful. It's just a me problem and I need to work through it. But I am really excited to read this. It might be my next read, that or Dire Bound or like any of these. The next one is Red Rising. This one I was concerned about because it's written by a man and I don't read books from men. The ones that I have read I don't enjoy, but I've heard phenomenal things about this series. I don't know how many books are out. I think that might be like 3 or 4 books, but I wanted to buy the first one just to kind of see what it's about because I really don't know what it's about. I know it's a fantasy and that it's written by a man. That's all I know. The latter was the reason why I didn't want to purchase it, so I'm gonna not hold him being a man against him and read the book because I hear it like it's really great. So this one I'm scared to death for. This is one that I've wanted to read for probably about a year, but 1, it's by another man. 2, it's by an iconic man author. 3, I have 2 of his books also that I've started and stopped and haven't picked up since. So I'm really scared for this one because of how thick it is, but I hear really great things about it, and it's 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Are you kidding me? This is about 842. Now, my contemporary romance book that I wanted to read, I chose the Stephen King one because I realized that I didn't have a thriller slash horror slash mystery book that I wanted to pick up, and I wanted to hit all of the genres as best as I could. Like I said, I didn't want a nonfiction because I have a lot of nonfiction books that I do want to read and get to, so I didn't want to buy more. But there are some fantasy books that I've had my eye on. This one I've been thinking about picking up for a while, but it's so hefty that I didn't know what to do. But I decided, you know what, let's go crazy. She's got a gift card. But my contemporary romance book that I decided to pick up was Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This is the one that I was talking about. That's a part of the Skyland series. I keep hitting this. I'm excited to read this. I have one of her books that I never got to. I think it's called The Long Shot. But I have it with the man on the cover before they changed it and made them like normal covers. He's a very attractive man, don't get me wrong, but the fact that it is a man on the cover has been making me put it off. But it's from the same author, and I really do hear like sad, gorgeous things about this book, so I am excited to read that. This is Wuthering Heights from the Penguin Classics. I do love the Penguin Classics. I have so many different like classic books that I just want to get to, and I might as well keep it. Even if there is an audiobook of it, I might as well keep it. I do want to keep a collection of classics. Maybe I'll do a video on different books that I have that are like classic literature. There's a few that I've never read. Catcher in the Rye. Have this. Never read it. I also have East of Eden by John Steinbeck. Never read it. I have Crime and Punishment by an author that I can't pronounce. Never read it. So maybe I'll do a video of like just only reading these classic literatures, and I should do it soon because like I said, Wuthering Heights, the movie, comes out for Valentine's Day in February, so I want to get to that. But I also don't know if it's actually going to be the movie. I hear it's like loosely based on the book. The last book that I bought was the Jasad Heir. I don't really know much about these books. I like it that way. Like I feel like I say that about every single book, is I don't know much about it. I hear so many people rave about these books, and it's usually from people that I admire on BookTok or on YouTube. I value their opinion and we kind of have the same taste in things. There's one book creator that I saw on TikTok that her and I don't have the same taste in books, and she like hated it and all this stuff, so I have a feeling I'm gonna like it. But I'm excited. This is the year that I want to read from different authors. Like as much as I love Emily Henry and as much as I love Ali Hazelwood, I want to read other authors. There's so many different writing styles, and I think I've gotten so used to like turning my brain off for contemporary romance. I get so used to the writing style of the same author over and over again that I forget there's so many different world builders that are out there that I want to read. So I'm excited for that one, like I said. And I think this is a duology or a trilogy. I haven't done that much research into that, but another book that I'm excited for. If you have read any of these books, please let me know because I'm very curious to know your opinion on them, if you like them, if you didn't like them. It's such a wide range. It's another thing that I want to do is I feel like I'm so in my lane when it comes to certain books. Some of them are like super out of my comfort zone. So like I said, I'm excited to read them. Especially like I bought 2 books from a man. That's crazy to me. Oh my gosh. Those are the books that I bought and are staring me in the face, waiting for me to read them. I don't know which one I'll read after Psychotic Obsession. I'm definitely, like I said, super excited to read all of these books. They are phenomenal from what I've heard, and I'll let you know. I think I want to do like a reading vlog. I always forget to video record when I'm reading because I'm like a troll, or like I look like Gollum curled up in my bed reading, so I never want to do a reading vlog. But maybe I'll do one just for the funsies of it and like throw some of these books in there. That's the end of the video for today. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe for more videos to come. If you want to follow me on any other social media platforms, I will have them linked down below in the description. And I hope to be seeing you in the next video. Bye!